everybody, Sandee here with the Design to Sell Real Estate Group at Compass. And I am here today in Country Trails. This is a neighborhood in Harker Heights, Texas. It's actually a really beautiful neighborhood, and it's one of the first neighborhoods that was actually established here when the city became Harker Heights, which was actually back in 1968. Harker Heights got its name Harker Heights from an owner of the land, Harvey Kern. So they mixed all that together and came up with Harker Heights. So Country Trails is a little bit different than your typical subdivision. It's a whole mix of builders. It's a little bit more of a older custom subdivision. So you're not gonna see that cookie cutter effect. And you're also gonna see most of these properties have a lot bigger piece of land with them. So they're not really squished side by side like you'd see in some newer subdivisions in the area. So Country Trails is more an established kind of higher end community here in Harker Heights. It's located just south of Highway 190. It's kind of between Knights Way and Indian Trail. Those are the two exits off of I-14 if you were kind of coming from I-35 towards the Fort Hood area. Some people even call this neighborhood kind of the executive subdivision of Harker Heights. So one of the things I really love about this neighborhood is the diversity of architecture. The first house in Country Trails was actually built in 1978. That was quite some time ago when there really wasn't anything else here in Harker Heights. And the most recent home construction actually was built in 2021. So you can imagine through all of that time, we're looking at a span of almost 40 years, how architecture changed, styles changed, trends changed, and so it's really something for everyone in this neighborhood. Now, as far as sizes, smallest of homes is about 1,400 and some square feet, and there are others that are all the way up into the 4,000 square foot mark. You're gonna see a mix of 1 stories and 2 stories. There's great combinations of brick and stone and just really all kinds of styles that you've seen, basically throughout 40 years. So let's talk about schools. There are 3 schools that are associated with this neighborhood. Of course, you have the Harker Heights High School, obviously, it's right down the road, also on 2410. You have Eastern Hills Middle School and Mountain View Elementary School. So this neighborhood is also a great option for homeowners that are looking for larger, more stately style homes with larger lots. There are plenty of established trees, and because the streets are kind of rolling, you have some areas of this neighborhood that have fantastic views over the city of Harker Heights. So let's talk price point. Again, really big range here. So we're going to see things just in the last year, for example. We've got the lowest sale was $289,000, and the highest sale in the last 365 days was $599,000. So again, kind of that diversity, a little bit of something for everyone. Now, of course, the homes that were built way back and the ones that are sold a little bit lower are probably going to need some type of updates or upgrades. So if you are actually looking for a home that's super affordable in a great neighborhood and you're kind of really craving just kind of a remodel or bringing a house back up to today's trends, this would be a great place to keep your eye on. Now, unlike a lot of newer subdivisions that are gated and they have community parks and they have hike bike trails and pools, this neighborhood does not. So it just creates a different type of atmosphere, a different type of ambiance in the community. It's not super busy and super chaotic. Every street is really quite quiet. There's maybe 2 streets that are kind of the main streets that come through the neighborhood, and everything else is kind of off in cul-de-sacs and a few turns to get to the different streets. So if you're looking for just a good quiet neighborhood, you can walk your dog and really get to know people in the neighborhood, this would be a great option. But one of the main features and the kind of highlight things to do right here outside of Country Trails is heading over to Carl Levin Park. It's kind of the Harker Heights community area. There is so much to do there. There are walking trails, There is basketball courts, there's playgrounds, there's even a large community pool that's open, of course, seasonally. They also have gazebos that you can rent for private events or social events, and a community garden. I love seeing that. So if you have a green thumb, which I do not, you could even take place in getting involved with your community garden. So there you have it. This is your quick neighborhood drive-by of country trails in Harker Heights, Texas. As always, if you have any questions about the market here at Fort Hood or any of the neighborhoods around the area, feel free to reach out to me. I'm just a phone call or an email away. I'm Sandee Payne with the Design to Sell Real Estate Group, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check back weekly as we interview more agents on our PCS Project podcast. You can also follow me on Instagram at Sandee B. Payne, Facebook at Sandee Payne, and TikTok at Sandee B. Payne. Thank you for watching.